Hello, hello. That was a weird way to say that. Hello. Again, welcome back to Toke It Out. How are you guys? How have you been? I feel like it has been a million years since I've talked to you guys. Seriously, I got ahead of myself with the recording. So, a lot has happened. A lot has happened. Got the little oh, can you see it? Yeah, you can. The little breeze vaporuni here. It's in the you can't read that. It's in the flavor cherry lemon mango. Tasty, tasty. Also, in the Breeze Canna Breeze Canna fit today, uh, I will try to make sure that you guys can see it. I will try to make sure that you guys can see it. I know that this microphone loves to cover up all the logos I'm trying to show you guys, but not today. Not today. This stuff is crazy tasty. Crazy, crazy tasty. Very good. But I'm also very good. I hope that you guys are. I want to fill you in on this event that I threw you guys. Little personal update quick. If you guys are not interested, skip ahead about 2 minutes. But I threw this event, this cannabis trivia and bocce night. It was supposed to be, I mean, it was about like cannabis, bud tender education, and a lot of the questions were about Michigan cannabis brands and stuff, and I think it's a really good way for bud tenders to retain information. Not only are they like going out and seeking out that information, listening and talking to these people, but then they go and they are basically pop quizzed on it right after. So I think that's going to be the future. I'd like to say thank you to all of my sponsors who gave me a chance on this first event that was awesome. I think it was amazing. Let me tell you something. Y'all, I know listen, we're gonna stay positive today. We're not getting into it. I'm not being complainy today, I promise. But I do have to say one thing. I threw this event and then I went to an event 2 days later. And this event I went to 2 days later, totally fine event. Absolutely fine. And this event, like almost every other event I've gone to, let me tell you guys, where's the tables and chairs? Where's the tables? Where's a cocktail table? Where's a cocktail table and chairs? I understand we need room for people. Let those people sit. I'm interested in sitting my fat ass down anywhere I go. Sorry. I know. And I know I'm not the only one because I've talked to other people and because we had tables and chairs at my event. And I let people reserve the tables because we had these tables anyways. Like I was like, why not use them? They're like included in this package rental. So I let people, if you signed up for trivia, you got your own table, which was awesome because people got to come sit down, set up their dab rig, set up their whatever, their station, their rolling station, whatever. And it was a good time for them to just like chill and hang out beforehand and have like kind of a little home base to come to at events because sometimes you're like, walking around, you like lose your friends at some point. You're like, okay, well, I guess I'll just stand here and wait for them to see me. Or I'm always like calling my friends, where are you in the crowd? Like, so it honestly, I think I don't have any complaints about other events other than where's the table and chairs? Hey, every other event I've been to, where's the tables and chairs? I want to sit. I'm just saying what worked for me. Maybe it would never work. Maybe it would never work. But I love a table and chair. Personally, I love a little home base. Okay, so now that we got that out of the way, really, um, I guess if you guys listened to last week, I know you guys didn't. That's okay. Katy Perry did go to space and did not blow up, and then said that she has discovered all this new love inside of herself after going to space for 11 minutes. If that's not going to sell space tourism to a lot of empty rich people, I don't know what will. Hey, whatever. I not hating on Katy Perry, not hating on space travel at this point. I'm just like, that's just such a mega rich luxury that I will never afford. And hey, I have no personal interest in doing. So, what? Like, what? I'm not sure how that experience does that. Hey, I also don't know the experience of childbirth either, which many say is an amazing, awesome, unique experience that you can never recreate, which I absolutely believe. I'm just saying, I don't have that perspective. So, could 11 minutes in space do that for you as well? No problem. She also has a 2-year-old daughter. Wonder how it compares. Anyways, let's talk about uh ooh, White Lotus ended. Hey, phoned it in a little bit, right? What are like number 1, it was so like obvious episode 1 that spoilers, PS spoilers, that Rick and Chelsea were going to die in the end. I'm going to help you, Rick, if it's going to be the death of me. Um, sorry, I'm processing a little bit because I kinda was bored with that ending. I, like, didn't not that I, like, wanted anybody else to die or, like, I wanted Locky to die or anything, but I thought that there might be a more climactic death, you know? Like, it kinda like, I coulda called that, and, like, it kinda was the obvious choice from the get-go, but I guess that's what White Lotus does because I feel like the other 2 seasons, it wasn't so obvious off rip who was gonna die, and maybe I'm wrong. Somebody if you were like, "Oh, yeah, they said Armand and blah, blah, blah in season 1," hey, maybe I missed something, but it felt very, poignant, whatever. Am I using that word right? No, I'm not using it right. It's not poignant. It felt very, just, like, on the nose that, like, "Oh, yeah, no shit. Oh, hey, anybody else? Raise your hand if you knew that was Rick's dad, moment 1. If you were like, "I bet you it's Rick's dad, actually, because like, that's gonna be the twist." Like, hey. And I'm not saying that's boring writing, I'm just saying I knew it. I asked my mother who was watching this, she didn't know. But me and Ben were both like, "Yeah, absolutely." I think another friend was like, "Yeah, absolutely." So, uh, maybe you just had to be there. You just had to know. He said the coconut milk is bad. I have to tell you, Parker Posey's, North Carolina accent could not be more accurate. Sounds exactly like my mother-in-law. Sounds exactly like it. Margot, I love you. You sound exactly like Parker Posey in White Lotus. Love you so much. And I mean, not as like pilled out, certainly not like high, but that like twang of a North Carolina accent, you have it, baby. And your son has it too. Like, I know a North Carolina accent, and these people on the nose with it. Not Uncle Rico was not doing it, but whoever was in Harry Potter, the dad, he was in Harry Potter as Malfoy's dad, Lucius Malfoy, and he is then the dad, whatever. Why am I forgetting everybody's name? Just the breeze. I thought this was gonna be a breeze with it, but so, anyways, so he's like the best actor, right? Totally. Tell me he's not the best one. Him and Parker Posey. Oh, I don't know. And those 3 women, Lori, great. Give that baby an Emmy right now. Right now. I'm calling it. She's great. Reminds me of my friend Tessa. Hi, Tessa. And I told her that. I was like, "You remind me of Lori." And I love Lori. I think Lori is such a like deep feeling character and like also a really like a good friend, but also a very like a realist. Like if she's not a Taurus, somebody online probably says that she's a Taurus. So there's a bunch of drama with the White Lotus cast after the fact. And it's like Amy Lou Wood and Walter Goggins unfollowed each other on Instagram, but Walter Goggins at one point said in like an interview that Amy is like his soulmate. Meanwhile, he's married. Is this just to draw attention to their strong relationship? And this was contracted? Maybe. Would I like to believe it's not? Yes. Who is the dad? Timothy Radcliffe. It's not Nathan, it's Timothy. But Jason Isaacs, so he came out in an interview and said that like some people became really, really close on set. Some people absolutely did not become close at all, like were completely fell apart after this. And I can only imagine, as he mentioned, but I can only imagine in the humid Thai weather. That must, I mean, having to film anything for long hours, I mean, I'm talking even if you were on a 4-hour shift out of the air conditioning in Thailand in the summer or whenever, I mean, who cares? It's fucking between 70 and 100 degrees at any given point. That's crazy. That's so I mean, let me am I making this up? I'm pretty sure I, like, saw somebody say that. Their temp. Yeah, I mean, daytime temperature, even in its least hot month, December, 90 degrees. 90 degrees Fahrenheit. That's so hot. Oh my gosh. So hot, and then it can reach up to the humidity. Humidity is will kill you. March to May is the worst, and then June to October is the rainy season. Oh, okay. So they must have been doing it even in the cool season. Hot. Hot, 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 hot. And then you're also away from home for that long and stuff. So I'm interested in their drama. When you look up White Lotus cast, you better believe Jennifer Coolidge is the first one that is listed forever. But Belinda doing that to Porn Chai, like exactly what Tanya did to her, that was poignant. There we go. That was poignant. Okay. Here we go. Use that word right. Have you ever Okay, pivoting extremely quickly. Uh have you guys ever heard of somebody with their phone screen being shattered called a shatter boy? They're just the shatter boys. I was watching Subway Takes. If you're not watching Subway Takes, please watch it. So I think some of the takes are wild and some of the takes are super like obvious. I don't know, and some of them are really hot takes, are super hot takes. But this guy's take was that um and I'll link it below the actual video, but this guy's take, I forget who it was. He said if you have your case off of your phone, that you got it like that, like you're rich. And if you have a case on your phone, you don't. And I totally agree. Absolutely. That was super like, oh yeah, good observation. Because for real, somebody once told me not having a case on your phone is like not wearing a condom. And it kind of is. She was right. It was a woman. She was right. Like, I'm not gonna risk it. Why would I risk it for what? So I can pay a lot of money? Have to get a new one? No, I don't wear this condom. My phone always, always has protection. You better believe it. I'm gonna write Trojan on this for you guys next time. I'll show you. I will. But anyways, so I'm calling everybody with a shattered screen a shatter boy. If you're not doing that, please go ahead and start trying to get that going. Okay? Again, another word, strategery like from SNL, shatter boys like from Subway Takes. I really think that these are two words we should add just into the collective vernacular. Okay? Great. Thank you. But what I really want to talk about today, um, I what I think is really interesting are the non like stock market, economic charting, whatever charting. I don't know. Economic charting was on the hot economic charts. What's charting? What's charting on the economy? You already know. Number 1, we got Amazon. Number 2, we got Target. Number 3, flops this year, Joanne. Okay, we're done. Um, and like poor Joanne, love Joanne. Okay, sorry, I miss Joanne. I went the other day. I need to go back and actually like buy fabric, but super interested in making my own clothes this summer. I think it might be the summer to do that. We really get into that. Really get into like some art, some free stuff we go to. Free activities are in this summer. Recommendation of the week. Here we go. I knew I would find it. I did not have one written down, and I knew I'd find it. We're going to find a free community event of any sort. I don't care if it's a free comedy night at a coffee shop, a comedy place if you have an improv thing, um, a free trivia night, a bar trivia night to participate in with a couple friends. Granted, that's not like free. I guess you have to like go and pay for the beer. But if you're gonna go like have a couple sodas and like split a plate of fries, like be real cheap about it, whatever. But just go and, tip your waitress. So that's your recommendation of the week, y'all. Go find something free in your community. I won't advertise it here. I don't know if it's started up yet, but I've already invited my friend Tessa, as I've mentioned. Hey Tessa, I guess we're best friends. I've mentioned you like 100 times on this podcast. Love you. But we have in Michigan, in Detroit, we have Belle Isle. It's this like little island in between Michigan and Canada, and it's on the US side. So there's a little bridge that you can drive over to get to it. They have somebody set up this Instagram group called the Belle Isle Swim Club. And like you don't actually have to go swim. You can totally just go and like bring a blanket and sit and like read or have community with your friends or do an art project or what, like do whatever you want to do and just like gather as a community. It's at like 7 a.m. on the beach at Belle Isle, but I am such an early bird that I would love that. So I think I'm gonna try to do that this week. If it's going this week. If it's not up yet, you better believe first meeting, catch me at Belle Isle Swim Club. And if you want to go to Belle Isle Swim Club, you absolutely should. It's free every Friday morning, I believe 7 a.m. I will post the link here and in the description for you guys. Okay, what was I getting to? Okay, here's what I was getting to. So, anyways, non-stock market-esque indicators, non-stock market indicators of the recession. Recession indicators that are um And I don't know, I, like, went I we already talked about recession hair and stuff, and I don't know if I've, like, talked about any of the other recession ones. If I have, so sorry, but I'd like to go back because I don't believe so. Recession indicators because I was talking to a friend who, like, went to the casino and, she was like I was like, "Did you spend any money? Like, did you win big?" And she's like, "I spent 20 bucks," and then said, "That's the end of my gambling career." And I said, "Recession indicator, because if it wasn't, you'd be like, what's another 20? What's another 30, 40?" You know? And people I have seen a lot of people online, so please, like, realize it's a lot of, like, piece together information from other creators as well, but, like, the skirt indicator, the lipstick indicator. Okay, so let's get into some of these recession indicators that are not about the stock market necessarily, like recession indicator lipstick. Okay, the lipstick index. Okay. The lipstick index is a term coined by Leonard Lauder, then chairman of Estee Lauder, suggesting that during economic downturn, lipstick sales tend to increase because people substitute more expensive purchases with small, affordable luxuries. However, the theory has been debated and shown to be inconsistent as lipstick sales have increased during times of economic prosperity. Okay, so maybe not the best indicator of it, but in the early 2000s, he came out with that. Another one, recession indicator, is the skirt theory. And I may have read this one on the other recession haircuts, but the hemline index. The hemline index is a theory suggesting a correlation between the length of women's skirts and the state of the economy. The theory proposes that shorter hemlines indicate a healthier economy, while longer hemlines suggest an economic downturn. Um, People say that because people become more conservative as economic downturn happens, as like recessions happen, because people want to be more conservative with their money. They aren't willing to go out and risk things because they're not sure that the money's going to be there. They're not going to risk spending too much money. They're not going to risk being loud about their opinions at work. They're not going to risk alienating themselves in any way to obtain money, which I think is a super real thing. I think it's a much different time right now than it was in 2020 when people were very loud about their opinions, very outspoken, very the money is here, we don't care kind of mentality, or it will be here, it's going to come back. So I think the skirt theory kind of goes along with being conservative as you dress, conservative at work, conservative with haircuts, things like that. What is the underwear index? Men's underwear index, the concept men will forego purchasing new underwear to save money during hard times. Okay, that's okay. Hey, um, men aren't buying new underwear either way. If you're a woman and you are friends with, in a romantic relationship with, related to a man, you should probably be like, "Hey, is that holy underwear you got?" I don't know. Champagne index, what is it? The champagne index is basically an inverse of the lipstick index. When the economy is bad, people will stop buying as much champagne as they will in good economic times because nobody's celebrating as much. That makes sense. Okay. Butter popcorn index. Okay. I'm so into this. Fuck you, Business Insider. I'm so sick of you. Okay. Wait. The Big Mac index. Let's go back. The Big Mac index. It's a rather well known one. Okay. Is it? Because I don't know. Every year, they release the cost of the Big Macs in several nations to evaluate currency value and per capita income. It simply indicates whether the currencies are at the right level or not. The indicator is often measured in PPP, uh, purchasing power parity between two currencies. The skinny tie width indicator. It seems that men purchase more neckties during tough moments to give the impression that they are employed. Due to economic reform initiated during prior conflicts, tie size was a consideration for the economic conditions. Japanese haircut indicator? Japanese haircut indicator? Okay, is this different? It is a Japanese indicator that women in Japan tend to cut their hair to keep them short when the economy is declining and let their hair grow when the economy is well. A notion to explain this indicator is that women cut their hair short during times of crisis because they have less money to spend on hair care products. Not not the worst idea, actually. Per Japan's Nikkei magazine data, women cut their hair shorter in 1997 when Japan's economy was facing a decline. Okay? The Happy Meal indicator. This one's premise is that eateries reduce their freebies for children in an attempt to secure their bottom line. Cut the children first. An example to prove that is that Red Robin reduced their offering of free colors to children during the recession of 2009. So nobody got crayons at Red Robin in 2009. Bummer. The first date indicator. Individuals turn to connection for consolidation when the market is in trouble to get over their feelings of melancholy and isolation. The indicator demonstrates how dating websites traffic has surged through the downturn. The 2008 financial crisis coincided with the largest visitor spike in over 7 years, according to US based dating website provider Match.com, which found similar trends. What is this? The alligator population index? What are we doing? What? The idea of this indicator is that the declining sales of high end purses made of alligator skin show that people have less purchasing power. In 2009, alligator farms in Louisiana faced massive losses as the alligators were producing, but their skins were in no demand in the market. So, okay. I have conflicted feelings about this because I don't really love the idea of raising an alligator to use its skin for a purse. Um, Although there's a small percentage of me that does love an alligator purse. Uh, you know. So, I mean, it's a small part. Do I own one? No. Will I? No. But a faux alligator? Hit me back. Love it. Okay. The butter popcorn index. I'm actually really interested in this one. As a general rule, folks say that they become more thrifty when the market is struggling. Folks, however, also require a gateway when things are difficult, such as watching films with a bowl of buttery popcorn. With the help of this indicator, we can see how the film industry may prosper even in tough times. Amidst the 2009 financial crisis, the US movie business experienced one of its finest years before falling once the market recovered. What? No. No, 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 no. This one's scary. This one is so scary. The Unclaimed Corpse Indicator. What? This is another unusual indicator that shows the economic conditions. Yeah, unusual. This indicator is based on the idea that since funerals are expensive, fewer families identify their deceased and more corpses are left for the government to bury during the time of crisis. Whoa, that's so scary. So where are they going? Where are these Whoa, where do they go? Can you just hold them forever? You can't have these bodies piling up. Where are they? Where do they get sent? To Leo Player Dan Charlie? Like, I'm not. That's crazy. Where are they putting them? I'm not gonna look this up. That's next week's topic. I'm not looking this up right now. The baked bean sale indicator. Back up. Okay, mood lifted. The baked bean indicator. People will switch to canned food to avoid spending money on going out to eat and stuff. According to this theory underlying this indicator, in 2009 in the UK, the value of baked beans rose to 23% as people preferred canned foods over going to restaurants for dinner during the time of crisis. Okay, kind of not back up with the baked bean indicator, but that was way more fun than the unidentified corpse indicator. Hello? Garbage indicator. Individuals spend and consume more as their wealth increases. This remarkably precise predictor therefore shows the higher garbage disposal is projected to accompany an expanding economy. This metric accurately predicted the US economic output by 82% between 2001 and 2012. So garbage piles are up, so is the economy. Good to know. The R word indicator. Hello? The R word index. This index keeps track of how frequently the term recession occurs in the headlines. Hello. Hello. Look at the title. According to this theory, the use of frightening terms with an R increases during. Wait. According to the theory, the use of frightening terms with an R increases during economic downturns. Okay, are we saying like all R words increase? or just the word recession in headlines? Because that's what you said at first. And then you're saying frightening terms with an R word, like I'm not going to say these words, but trigger warning, RAPE. Like, are we saying those kind of words, or are we saying like just recession, or are we saying like recusing? I don't know. I'm trying to think of like bad R words. The Year of the Dragon indicator. China is the nation with the largest population in the world. Therefore, it makes sense that the world's economy would grow strong if the majority of its inhabitants think that getting engaged, investing in real estate, and even procreating in the Year of the Dragon is a lucky omen. Cool. Just gotta wait for that Year of the Dragon. Gotta wait for that Year of the Dragon. Okay, everybody. Hey, maybe it is lucky. I'm not. Who's to say it's not? Okay. I'm gonna skip a couple of these. Bike fatality rates. These are dark. I was not gonna get dark today. On the checklist, it is among the most upsetting. Yeah, absolutely. Bike mortality rates typically rise during recessions as per WHO, the World Health Organization, low and middle income countries have a higher road traffic fatality rate than high income countries. Okay, so that's just kind of like across the board. Wow, that's so shitty. And it's probably, I mean, it seems like it's just statistically like people are riding their bikes more in because they can't afford cars, and thus there's more bikers, thus there's more bike accidents, and a car and a biker, there is you know, uh, one is a lot more strong than the other. The skyscraper boom indicator. The idea behind the idea behind this is that construction surges can make downturns appear worse, particularly when the world's tallest skyscraper is being built. Some of the world's largest skyscrapers were being built during the Great Depression. The idea behind this is that construction surges can make downturns appear worse. Yeah, because you're building it for who and what? Why are you building this? A skyscraper to house who? And I mean, maybe somebody eventually, like certainly, but yeah, it does seem like it might be worse. Curse of the new headquarters. There are many arguments for and against this. However, few folks continue to hold the opinion that anytime a firm declares that its headquarters would be shifting, it's time to sell the shares since the price is about to fall. But those are some really weird, unusual indicators. Coco Moco, if you guys aren't following her on Instagram, TikTok, I really like Coco Moco. She is she predicts trends and stuff and like upcoming artists. She's pretty good at it. And she says that the lack of surprise performers and the fact that Coachella had to potentially switch their security team is a sign of a recession because they don't have as much money to put out to bring out surprise performers, quote unquote, and potentially shifting the security team saved the money. Apparently, that's a prediction made by her, as I'm saying. Uh, but I do love her. Please go follow her. And is there a recession indicator I did not say? Please let me know. I'm super curious if you guys have one that I didn't say. I think the ones that aren't like stock market based, because I look at the stock market and I'm like, look at the lines. Oh, everything's red. What does that mean? So these kind of things I'm a lot more like keen to and can really hone in on and see amongst not only my friends, but like my community, whatever. I like that kind of stuff. That's more me. How long have I been talking? A while. Okay. Well, okay. This is okay. I didn't really want to talk about this, but we have a few more minutes, so I just wanted to get into it for a second. Have you guys heard about these crocodiles in Indonesia luring people into the water, pretending to be people drowning? Yeah, these crocodiles will apparently like lay down like on their backs or like on their sides and like flop their arms around and stuff to make it seem like somebody is drowning, and then somebody will, oh my God, and run in, and then all the, crocodiles will come in and eat him. Okay, a video circulating online shows a crocodile in the Bartito River, Indonesia, appearing to be fake drowning by rolling onto its back and flailing its limbs, a behavior that has been suggested might be a tactic to lure unsuspecting humans into the water. However, experts are skeptical of this theory, suggesting the crocodile's behavior might be due to other factors such as being caught or distressed. But, I have to watch this video. I want to see. Oh my gosh, it does look like it's drowning. Oh my gosh. I mean, it looks like a crocodile arm. Like, it doesn't look like a human arm, but saltwater crocodiles doing that? That is scary. What? Oh, oh my God. Whoa. Don't fall for that. You see a crocodile drowning? Don't do that, the little hands. That's scary. Be safe out there. Water is scary. I will I will die on that hill, and I'm talking hill way above sea level because I will be nowhere near the water 100%. Um, hey, thanks for listening, guys. I really appreciate you. You guys are amazing. I am so excited to keep doing these events, and I'm actually scheduling out a interview this week and stuff. So catch me around the internet all over the place. Because I'm not planning this event anymore, I will be having a lot more time to do more videos for you guys in the meantime, at least until I throw the next one. I have a lot planned for the next few months and through summer. So stick around. It's going to be really fun. I promise. It'll be worth it. And to the people already here, thank you for sticking around. You are um, everything to me. That heart, that's for y'all. That's for y'all, for sure. Anyways, tell your weird uncle about me, guys. I love you all. I'll see you next week. Bye.